Alright guys, fast steady here. It is like a Tuesday, mid-September. I don't know, 13th or 14th or whatever it is. New project happening here today. We, as you know, I've shown some video of our two puppies. And they are quite the energy-bound dogs, and mostly in the morning and then in the afternoon after they get their nap, they become quite energized. And part of their energy is to tear these plants up here. They ran through these plants that we had in here. They were digging them up. So I kind of rigged up, had some wood in here and had some fencing around it to keep them out so the plants could get established. And then my wife decided that she wanted to put like a kind of like it's going to be a seat. It's going to be like a bench type thing here. We're going to put around here, and we're going to put tile on it, and have a couple, maybe how many bricks high?
Maybe three
bricks high.
Yeah,
and we're going to have that. So we'll get that done there and put some tile on it and see how it looks. The only kind of concern I have is that the bricks are square here. The patio was never square, the pool's square, but just the distance here, so we got that little angle right there that we're going to have to kind of clean up. Either buy a matching tile here, or maybe do the exposed aggregate there, or whatever, we'll figure it out. But yeah, this dogs kind of have added quite a bit of work here. And in fact, I'll show you the screen right here. This little gate here we had to buy, and to keep them out of up here, because they tore the linoleum flooring up, or the vinyl flooring. I'm not really linoleum, but they tore the floor up out of here. They're covering out here, and so we got there to keep them out of there. We got one of those on the up of the stairs up there to keep them up on the second floor of the deck up there, because they go up there and get the pillows and drag them out. And now we've gotten the wire all around the grass here to keep them out of the grass, because they would tear up the grass too. They'd grab the rolls of the sod there and just pull it up and tear it up. I'm not sure what that was all about, but now they come out here too and they do the same thing. So we got two gates on order for right here and one on the other side over there, so we can plant out here in the front yard. And we are still thinking the fountain. Probably next day or two, maybe get out there and talk to the guys. We almost are done with the power situation. Fire department came out on, gosh, what day was that? Monday they came out. Or was that Saturday morning they came out and looked at everything. Everything was good. Now we just got to get the head fire guy to sign off on it. And then we can go to the electrical company and get it scheduled for them to switch the wire. And then we might take that shed down, but we'll see. So it's coming along here. I'll keep you apprised. My wife and her sister are doing planting. They have lots of upstairs, bought a bunch of pots, and so they're putting stuff up there. Just kind of doing a lot of little things around here. Alright, to be continued. Thanks for watching, guys. Alright guys, fast steady here. Part 2, I guess, of this video is they've kind of formed it up here, and with the hollow blocks, and now they're gonna put again, the dad had gone home, but then my brother-in-law Mario and our laborer, all around utility man Joshua, helped him. And so this is high as it's gonna be. It's gonna have kind of a wider seating area on it. And these two are here. This is how it starts. They start playing, and then one of them gets a little too violent. And yesterday we had a pretty big blowout over a rawhide bone, and one of the browner one, Lila, got a hold of spots here and would not let go, and they were both going at it pretty good. I had to get in there and separate them. Kind of on the verge of maybe having to relocate one of them, because sometimes they just get a little too rambunctious, and neither one seems to want to back down. But I'm hoping they can work it out. Anyways, they're about 7 months old now, so hopefully they're calming down a little bit and we're not losing as much stuff. So they put a little bit of the exposed aggregate finish in that corner right there, that little slice there where it wasn't square. And we had a piece of tile left over that they were able to cut down and get that in there, so route that up or whatever. And Now me and my wife are going to run down to Wilcon and take a look at the tile, see if we can't see what kind of tile we can find down there. We wanted to do something like a flower or like a ivy type, almost kind of like a rock thing, kind of a faux natural look on the bench there. So we'll see what we can come up with. Go down there and come up and we'll go from there. All right, stay tuned for more. Thanks for watching. All right, guys, Fast Eddie here on a Wednesday, midday, lunch hour. Guys went and took their lunch break. This is what they've gotten done so far on their kind of the planter bench apparatus they're building here. This will be the sitting area up here, the seat of the thing. It's going to be covered in tile. We went and picked up tile yesterday, but there was a communication breakdown between my brother-in-law and my wife. He'd given her some numbers on the tiles and what sizes he needed, and she thought she needed either or, not both. So we got the tiles for the sides. Those are, I think, 40 centimeter by 40 centimeters. And we needed some smaller ones for up around top. We didn't get those yet. So anyway, so they'll pour the cement this afternoon for the bench part. And then they can start rendering the sides of it and get it ready for tile. It'll probably be a week project. We'll get this thing knocked out here. Got a couple of sleepy dogs here. There's one there. Midday nap, which is a good thing to have. And where's the other one there? There's the other one there. Getting his midday nap in. Right, Spot? You getting your midday nap? Oh yeah. Good dog. Good dog. Alright. We had good rain yesterday. We had about 6 hours worth of rain. At first it started out, it was pretty heavy. Lots of wind. It was coming down hard, and then it kind of just mellowed out and just became a steady rain until about 3 in the morning. And it's good. Now we got the sun out. The tropical storm has moved up further north, up into the Luzon, Manila area, I guess. That island up there. And we got some sun today, which is good. Dry some things out. So, alright guys, I'll keep you updated on what's going on here. Thanks for watching. Alright guys, we have finished up Wednesday here, and they have gotten the top formed up, and got it rendered on the sides there so they could put some tile on there. And we are going to have to go get some more tile here. Tomorrow they can start tiling it. I guess we'll probably go down and get some tile tomorrow, sweetie. Oh, Spot, gotta get your ball. You keep pushing it out first. So we'll get this tiled up, and I don't know, we might have it done tomorrow, next day. And then we're going to backfill it with some more dirt and rock in there, and so the snake plants will be up. That's why we had a snake today. We had a snake sighting today, and in the garden area over here. And I didn't get a video of it because I was asleep taking a nap, and so it's in there a little bit. Should come out nice. All right, stay tuned, guys. Alright guys, here we are on Thursday, it's midday. Guys went to lunch. They are getting the tile put on there. They got the bench formed up and poured there. I showed that a little bit, but kind of, my wife picked these tiles out. It's kind of a, this is going to be the kind of a grayish square with a grass, full grass growing up in them. And see that there? There we go. And then we just ran down and picked up these are going to be up on the bench on the top of it right here. These ones right here, this style here, will be up here. Right there. So, I probably should have it done, I would suspect, tomorrow or Saturday. And start cutting all these tiles. It starts going slow, but it is what it is, you know, we're not in a hurry. Oh, coming along, stay tuned to see the finished product. Alright guys, Thursday afternoon, and we are coming along with the bench box, garden box, bench on top. We ran out of tile, I guess, and miscalculated, put these greenish gray tiles on it. So we're going to have to get a few more of those tomorrow, I guess. And they can put the other tiles up on the top. These are the tiles we're going to put up on the top. You can see the dog has gotten into the cardboard box and chewed that up. And so we're getting there. We'll probably have it wrapped up tomorrow. And we're going to backfill this with dirt, bring it up higher, so the plants are higher too and everything. So we got plenty of rocks and stuff too, so not a problem there. So alright, coming along, I'll show you the project as we move to the next phase. Thanks for watching. Alright guys, Fast Eddie here. Friday evening, probably about 5:30. Getting a little downpour here. I just went out and cut down a couple bushes to feed the goats, and it started coming down. And anyway, so here we are. We are pretty much like 90% done with the tiling on the planter box bench. Still got to grout it. They're going to cut down some of this green tile here. We got some of this tile, and that's what they're going to put right here in this section right through here. This green tile here will be cut down and have a little bit of a lip over it, so it looks nice and clean. We used a tile trim piece, these plastic tile trim pieces they have here. Thought about going with some aluminum, but then I thought I'd get hot in the sun or whatever, and plastic will probably work better, but plus it matches. So they got all that taken care of. And that was after 2 trips to the hardware store today, because we picked up this tile here, picked up a case of it. It was like 10 pieces, I think it was, and or 8 pieces. And this morning when we unboxed it, 3 of them were cracked on the corners. I mean, that stuff happens, but so we took it back, exchanged it, no problem. Got back here, and then they started working on it, and at lunchtime they realized they were still going to be short a couple tiles. So I got the opportunity to go ride my motorbike and head on down here and pick up a couple more tiles. And so it's coming along. They dug up this morning, dug up the snake plants that were in there, put them right over there, and then backfilled this with a 1.5 to 2 feet of the Anapola rock, you know, our big rock collection out on the side there, and then a little bit of the Anapola dirt. And they bagged up all the topsoil that was in here, and that's sitting somewhere, and then we'll put that back in here probably tomorrow. And I'm not sure if they're going to do anything on this inside lip. Are they going to do anything inside this inside lip here, sweetie? Just going to leave that like that, the inside? Yeah, just leave that like that, and it'll be kind of be filled up with dirt, so probably won't see it. Oh, they did render part of the inside, which I thought was a good idea. I told my wife we should probably do that, so you can't see the hollow block. So we're almost there. So another day, I hope, and we'll have that wrapped up. Alright, stay tuned for the finished product. Thanks for watching. Alright guys, Fast Eddie here. Saturday afternoon. The guys just left, and they have officially finished up on our garden box bench. Came out very nice, if I don't say so myself. Not that I did any of the work, but I think it came out. I think it looks good where it is. Kind of a little bit different with the green tiles there. The green, or the grass inside, the faux grass inside the tiles there. Joshua will come back on Monday and replant the snake plants here. Get those in the ground there, and get those up there. Backfill that with the soil that we have over there in the bags. I'll show you the soil over there. There's the soil there. We'll come out here and finish that off. Needs to kind of be wiped down. Still got some of the residue from the grout on it, but kind of let it dry up a little bit, and then we can clean it up tomorrow. Yeah, I think it's a good idea. It certainly looks a lot better than that little green fence I had around it, although that was only kind of temporary, but that was kind of worked out. And kids can put their stuff on here, and they can sit up here, and yeah, probably should have put a light in there or something, but anyway, we'll put a solar light in there or something. Maybe, I don't know. That kind of came out, yeah. So there we are, and I got my gates came in today. Those metal gates I had got. We're going to put one here, and then one on the far end on the other side, so we can then start landscaping up here in the front. And then hopefully this week, my wife is slowly dragging plants over from her mother's house, and still got it. Now we got to get on the fountain, but hopefully this week we'll come up with some kind of plan for that. I guess I'm not quite sure what we're doing with that, but the pool guys, they wanted $2,000 to build the fountain, and $2,000 for the labor cost, and then we pay for all the product. And I don't know, we're just going to ask somebody else too, just to kind of see. But I don't know, we may go with them. Alright guys, let me know what you think of our garden bench there. And I'll give you a shot of it when it's got the plants in it on Monday. And you can see exactly what it all looks like. Alright, thanks for watching. Alright guys, Fast Eddie here. It is September 22nd. Or is it the 23rd? I don't know. Monday morning here in the Philippines. And work has started around the house, and things are happening. They got this backfilled here, and with the topsoil that they had and dug out of it. And my wife is going to do the planting, I guess, just a little bit later. Take those snake plants there and get those in there. So we'll get a photo of that when it's all completed for that video. And then meanwhile, this morning they came out and they put the bougainvillea pots that were underneath on the other side of the railing there, put them out here on the outside, got some tie wire on there to hold them on there on that awning there. This way they'll pick up natural rain. They'll get their water, so my wife didn't have to water them. She always didn't like water. So we got the bougainvillea out here now with tie wire holding those on there, and I'll get some rain there going there. And I'm going to come out here and I'll show you what Josh was doing out here. He's got the demo hammer out here, and he's breaking the bigger rocks down at the smaller rocks, and creating some garden boxes here for us. And we'll fill these with soil too, and we can have our garden in here. Our plants, our vegetable plants probably in here, vegetable garden. So there he is out there. And we pretty much made good use of the rock out here. Alright guys, Fast Eddie here, Monday, September 23rd, I think it is. And the planter box has been completed, as you can see. Let me move this broken chair out of the way here. Family heirloom chair broke over the weekend. Big party. Anyways, there it is. The planter is done. It has got snake plants in it. And that's it. That's a complete package right there. Came out very nice, and pretty happy with it. The dogs have both the dogs actually, well, two of the three, not the little one, but the two bully dogs, they have put their paws up there. They haven't jumped up there yet, but it's just a matter of time before they do, I think. But let me come back here and get you a rear shot of it back here from the back corner of the pool here. See if we can right there. Yeah, that's how it looks from back here. Yeah, much better than the ground level one that didn't stand a chance of survival with the dogs running through it and getting in there and making a mess. This should work out nice. Also kind of gives people a place to sit too. We had a little, yesterday was a holiday here in the Philippines, family day they call it, half day of school. So we came over here, my wife over there, cleaning. And so we bought steaks yesterday. Most of our family members have not had steak before. So we bought some Australian steak, we bought some Brazilian and an American steak. There's a place here, a couple places here in town actually that import steaks. So, and Marlo, my brother-in-law, Master Chef Marlo, he grilled them up. They were excellent, and all the meat was good. Wasn't tough like sometimes you get here, but so we had a little party here yesterday, last night, and people were sitting around it, and it worked out nice. So I'm glad we did this. I'm glad I had to override my wife and say, no, we're going to do this. That this is how it's going to be built. All you married men will know what I'm talking about. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and we're getting some information on the fountain today, and we are almost at the final stages of the power switchover. Now we got the electric company's going to send out a engineer, inspector to look at our electrical system, but now they're talking about maybe we need our own transformer, which I've always kind of thought we might need that because we do get some power drops around here. But we'll talk to them about that, and so I'll have a video about that. Definitely have a video about that. Depending on the cost of the transformer and all that, I may go with solar, but and just run on solar and use the electrical as a backup. But that's in another video, so stay tuned for that, guys. And I got the fountain coming up and some front yard landscaping, and I'll have all that covered for you. All right, guys, thanks for watching.